Okay, here we go. Here at the swimming pool again. Yeah. Okay. I've got maybe an hour to swim. And I've got to move fast. I've got to deliver some Nurse Brian's M Blue to a friend of mine. We were part of a chronic illness support group at the University of Utah Hospital. And it kind of goes in phases. And so we're on a break. Actually, pretty much since I've had that recovery. So I reached out to a couple different people from it. And some people were taking SSRIs or other medications that weren't a good mix with methylene blue, but she's this friend that I'm going to be taking some to. She that's 7, 8, 9. So there's 10 drops in each squirt, so that's about 90 drops, so about 45 milligrams. So take that kind of as a pre-workout. This morning I've done several doses of 10. I've done about 15 milligrams an hour. Today's my up day. I've started to cycle it where yesterday was a lower day, today's a higher day. And my activity levels are better on the higher days, but it gives a chance for my body to clear out the methylene blue and to help the effects last longer. Not only each day that I have kind of a higher dose day, but also just, long term for the effects of methylene blue to work for me. Since I have that mitochondrial DNA mutation, methylene blue is probably going to be something I would have to take my entire life, and I think that it particularly solves that problem that bypasses that block. So let's get a good little video of me chugging this, right? Here, I can see the reflection off of the thing behind me. There we go. Off the window, and I just chug it because it doesn't taste good. I'm working on some flavored methylene blue products, but again, this is Nurse Brian's M Blue, 1% methylene blue solution. I sell 1 ounce bottles for $30 each, 2 for $50 I believe it is, and 3 for $70, so a little bit of a discount if you get more. And then I give it a little rinse to get the remaining stuff. You can see some on my hands. I spilled some earlier today. And then just plain clean water to wash it down. So I'll probably start to feel the effects of that midway through my swim, and I like it that way so that I kind of start off slow, and then when I'm warmed up and I'm ready for pushing a little bit harder, maybe I'm feeling a little bit kind of slumped in my workout, then the methylene blue kicks in and I'm ready to push a little bit more. I also forgot, I got to start my Polar chest strap. I got this shirt. Hopefully that'll help it not slip down when I push off the wall. So I've got to do that real quick. 1 second. All right. So last week I swam 1.3 miles about in over 3 days in about 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours. So I forget, was it 35 laps that I did last week? So we'll see how I feel today. I had a break over the weekend. My son was baptized. My family came into town, so I kind of lost some sleep hanging out with them. But I did make it up some sleep last night. So we'll see how it goes, but feeling pretty good. And yeah, looking forward to showing the joy of swimming on Methylene Blue. So yeah, here comes the cold. How's it going, Brad?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Swam 1.3 miles last week, and it was through over 3 days. I hadn't swam in years. Like I told you, about 20 months I was just like disabled from long COVID. But it's just incredible to go from literally like no activity to starting Methylene Blue the last week of April, and then a couple weeks later swimming, 1.3 miles over 3 days. And feeling great afterwards. Like it's nuts.
That's great.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep coming.
Good.
Have a great day, man. Yeah, thanks. So my watch doesn't want to let me start the activity in the water. Got to dry off the screen. That's a little bit of a kind of pain. I forgot to start it before I got in the water, but that's okay. Come on. Let's see here. Make sure I'm even. Okay. Let's see here. Will this thing work? You know, you pay a lot for a watch. I bought this back when I was kind of disabled and unable to work because I wanted to track my sleep, because I was sleeping anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day, on average probably 10 hours. Yeah, this thing will just not cooperate. let's see if I can turn it off, turn it back on, kind of reset it, and get it to work. So over the weekend, I wanted to see if there were any untapped benefits by increasing my methylene blue dose. And so Sunday I took the most I've ever taken by a good margin. And honestly, I didn't see much improvement from it. In fact, I noticed kind of decreased improvement compared to other days. And so it seems like I found the upper limit for me, which is great because now I can use less than that and save money. And I don't want to use more than I need to. So I kind of found, I gradually titrated up, which means you increase your dose until it's a therapeutic dose. And I guess I kind of wanted to see if there was more benefit to be had. And now my watch is working, it's thinking maybe. So yeah, there definitely is an upper limit of how much methylene blue to use. I was getting up closer to, I want to say 3 milligrams per kilogram. And so, now we're ready. We're going to start. So let me jump back in the water and get back to business. The reason why I came here. Let's see. Ouch. My hair gets kind of stuck in the watch guard that I use. Or screen protector, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so there is an upper limit. So I also learned about cycling the dose. And so there definitely is definitely is a cycle and a rhythm and a dose that is appropriate and ideal and optimized for each person. You'll have to figure that out for yourself. Again, this isn't medical advice. I'm not here to diagnose, treat. Methylene blue hasn't been evaluated by the FDA for curing, diagnosing, treating anything. And check with your doctor before making any changes or attempting to use methylene blue. Anyways, back to the main show.
Okay, not bad. 8 laps. I did 2 before I started this. Yeah, it's a little bit taxing. Swimming at that slower pace helps me to get more laps in before I gotta take a little break. Swimming at a little slower pace. So, yeah, recently got some professional photos done of me with the methylene blue and posted those up on Facebook Marketplace, selling my Nurse Brian's M Blue, along with posting that on KSL. Next, I plan to get into Amazon and going to a lot more networking events locally and stuff like that. I've got a professional graphic designer working on a logo, working on a label, working on a website for me, and then a website developer working on building that afterwards. I want to share this with the whole world, let the whole world benefit from it. There will be those of you out there that will benefit from it and others that won't, and that's perfectly fine. There's so many things out there that some people don't like or don't benefit from and others do, and that's okay. But I think that methylene blue will help a lot of people with chronic illnesses, with different things ailing them physically, mentally, emotionally, physiologically, and look forward to the good that I can do by helping others. So, yeah. little bit disoriented with all the flip turns. My brain and equilibrium are still getting used to it, so yeah, let's do some breaststroke. Take a little break. Okay. So, learning better how to glide through the water, keep my breathing in a rhythm, along with my stroke, coming in and out of the water, trying to find a better streamlining, better flow through the water, trying to keep my strokes even, keep my fingers closed, be able to scoop more water while I do my strokes. Whew. What's my heart rate get up to? Let's see. The last time we tried to do something with my watch in the water, let's see. It didn't want to cooperate, so I don't think it's going to cooperate. Let's see. Yeah. Heart rate. I can't help you with that. Heart rate app. 1 minute ago it was 136. 135 now. So it looks like it's gotten up to 153. So resting heart rate 84. Never had like a super low resting heart rate, so doesn't surprise me. A lot of times when I get my blood pressure taken anywhere, if I've just been up and about moving, my heart rate's about 100. So yeah, but feeling pretty good. I'm ready to go back at it. I could probably go for about twice as long, which will put me at beating my last personal record for distance. Okay, so I had an alarm go off on my phone and that stopped the recording, so kind of a pain in the butt. Let's see what our image looks like. There we go. Okay, shouldn't have any more alarms go off on my phone in a while, so that's good. Whew. Okay, so what I was saying is I think I'm at 20. I was saying I'm at 25 laps on my watch, but I started it on this side of the pool, so it should be an even number. For whatever reason, I either gained or lost a lap that it didn't grab, but I also did 2 before that, so before I started it here on my phone or on my watch. So yeah. Again, if you guys are interested in getting Methylene Blue, I have my own brand, Nurse Brian's and Blue. Something that I use every day. I vetted multiple manufacturers, found one that had a really good USP grade, and it was at a price point that would allow me to sell it to you for less. So I was balancing price and quality, and found the best of both. So it's something that I take every day. I trust the purity of the tests that have been provided. There's certificates of purity, also certificates for the heavy metal levels in it that are much lower than that are required. And so I don't worry too much about any of that. After looking deep into it and doing my due diligence, I trust it personally for my own use as a registered nurse. You'll have to do your own vetting and deciding on if it's going to be right for you. But I do know that its potency is there because it has made such a difference in my life. From laying on the couch, or sitting on the couch, laying in bed, laying on the couch, just chilling at home, lounging is what it would appear to be, but it was just the maximal effort that I could provide at times. I wasn't able to go to work. I had to work on a medical discharge with the Army National Guard. I had to stop working as a registered nurse at the University of Utah Hospital with the resource department. And now I'm getting back on my feet. I'm getting my fitness levels back up. Kind of relearning how to be a productive, contributing adult again. Mother's Day was a great opportunity for me to utilize my energy to serve my family in, cooking and cleaning and watching after the kids and trying to give my wife a break from the kids. My parents and my sister and brother-in-law, niece, and nephews were in town They stayed at my mother-in-law's house, and so I got the opportunity to pull off a lot of linens and help those get washed, and you know, setting the table, cleaning up afterwards, dishes, all that sort of stuff. My watch is asking me, did you finish your workout? So I got to get back at it. But because of Methylene Blue, I was able to give my wife and my mother-in-law and my mom, even though she left quite early in the morning, headed off to get back to Vegas, long drive here from Salt Lake. But I was able to give them a better Mother's Day because of Methylene Blue. So that means the world to me. You know, being able to play with my kids and interact with them and give them a better dad, it means so much to me. It really is helping me to find more joy in this life by serving others and giving to others, and that's what I want you to be able to do, is be able to get out of life what you want by serving and working and creating and you know, just building a better life for you and your family and doing what you want in life. Whether you're looking for better mental clarity, better memory, strength, energy, battling that afternoon carb crash after lunch, being more productive at work, being able to help in your church or charity of your choice more. There's so many different things that you can do that are fulfilling in this life, and Methylene Blue has helped me to do all those things and be better, just be a better person. So thanks for listening, and I'm back at it. I may stop at 35 just because I've got to deliver that Methylene Blue, and then my wife wants me to pick up some olive oil and avocado oil from Costco. And then I got to be home for the kids at 3. She's going to leave, I think, at 3:15. My goal is to be home at around 2:15, which is in about an hour. So we'll see if I pull that off. Maybe it'll be closer to 2:30, 3 o'clock. We'll see. I'll keep her updated, of course. Anyways, let's go. All right. Says I'm at 29 laps. I'm either at 28 or 30 plus 2. So I'm either at 30 or 32 laps. Or sorry, plus 1 or minus 1. Let's see. If it's minus 1, I'm at 30. If it's plus 1, it's 32. Yeah. Okay. Just because I know I haven't done 29 laps. It's Started it on that side, this side, went over to the other side. Should be an even number. So, yeah, my family's getting used to me having more energy. You know, there's still high expectations sometimes from certain members of the family for going back and getting a job, making an income, contributing in the family. And, you know, there's still times where I'm tired and I need to take a nap, or I'm not feeling, you know, not in a good mood. But those are, it's like 5% what it used to be, if that, maybe 1%. And so it's just incredible to put that behind me and embrace this new journey of finding out how methylene blue, and I don't want to stop with methylene blue. There's other supplements out there that I want to try now that methylene blue's made a huge difference in my life. You know, there's like lion's mane's mushroom that I want to try. There's what's it called? Melatonin, high dose melatonin suppositories that I've heard are beneficial. There's a lot of other supplements that I want to test out. I do need to give methylene blue probably like a month to stabilize, to then start another supplement and figure out what's the next thing that will help me and the next thing that I can add to the Nurse Brian's brand and offer it to you. But I'm only going to sell what I can, what I noticeably have a difference myself, or what I take and have a noticeable difference myself. I'm not interested in just selling any random supplement that's out there that doesn't help me. Unfortunately, I've worked in sales and in different businesses, and sometimes all people are after is a dollar. You know, so focused on money and so greedy, and that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to help people. If methylene blue isn't right for you and doesn't help you, then you know, the services that I have to offer are nurse coaching, which can help you to figure out, you know, things that you can try, areas in your life that can be improved and optimized, and things that you haven't taken into consideration, specialists to see, medications or supplements to try, you know, lifestyle changes, how to improve your sleep. You know, there's so many areas of healthcare and health and wellness that I've learned as a registered nurse, and that I've learned through my own personal experience going through this process. And I would love to share them with you. So give me a chance. Reach out to me in the comment section, Facebook. You can direct message me. There's a lot of different ways that you can reach out to me. If you go on my Facebook, you can find my phone number. Okay, a couple more laps and then I gotta go. How's it going?
Good. I didn't want to be in your picture.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Unfortunately, in this day and age, with, you know, business and marketing and things like that, it's kind of a necessary evil to get out there and have people know about you, just because there's so much stuff. But
Yeah, I just didn't want to ruin the picture.
no, you're fine. Yeah.
You said also.
Somehow my watch decided on something. Now it's an even number, 34 laps. Uses an accelerometer and other things to determine how many laps. So let's do, let's see. I'll do some butterfly stroke and then I'll be done. And that'll be 38 laps. So leave in the comment section what you guys would like to hear more about, what videos you want to see more. Let me know what you're interested in, what I can show you, talk to you about. I want to be an open book, and you know, I'm willing to share what works for me, and you can figure out if it's going to work well for you or not. But yeah, it's a journey for all of us, that's for sure. We're all in this together, and maybe you'll have something that helps me, just like my brother-in-law had it. You know, throw it in the comment section. I'm open to ways of optimizing my life, my business, my family, my spirituality. You know, I strongly believe in Jesus Christ and in God, and honestly do believe that it was miraculous healing through them that they helped me to discover methylene blue, and to not give up in those really dark times, those really hard times. You know, most of my life I've been met with repeated failure and frustration. I think in large part because of that mitochondrial genetic mutation that lowered my energy probably anywhere from, I don't know, 25 to 50%, because I had one good gene and one bad gene on cytochrome 3, and cytochrome 3 is necessary in the electron transport chain to create a good bit of the hydrogen proton gradient that then powers ATP synthase to make the ATP. And so, I don't know, maybe it only affected me 10 to 25%. Never really know. But methylene blue is helping to bypass that and give me back that 10 to 50% that I've lost my whole life, and it helped to get me back on my feet from long COVID. So that's undeniable. It's, you know, there's too many people that have seen what I was like. I mean, my own journal entries, my own recollection, pictures, videos, medical documents, dozens of doctors, tests, all sorts of things showed that I had a verifiable disability. I applied to Social Security disability. It takes them forever to process paperwork, so I didn't get it in time to get it approved, and that's okay. I don't need to get payment for that. I'm working on a situation with the long-term disability insurance company that should have been paying me 60% of my nurse's wages while I was disabled for 20 months. And unfortunately, they are known for a history of class action lawsuits, really despicable and greedy behavior where they don't take care of the people that they don't have to, that they're not, that it's not easily verifiable and provable in their minds, or what they think they can get away with in a court of law. They are just trying to maximize their profits, which I get it. It's okay to try and maximize your profits, but do it ethically, morally, legally. Don't do it in the process of taking advantage of other people and putting them down. Like, do it in a way that you're helping other people and blessing them. And if you think that what they're going through doesn't apply, send one of your agents out and live a day in their life. Like, there's got to be a better way. You might have to raise your insurance premiums, but just getting your next multi-million dollar yacht or your next, multi-million dollar vacation or home isn't more important than helping a disabled person in need who doesn't have any other way of supporting themselves and income. And, luckily Aaron was able to work, and so we didn't have to, rack up credit card debt, medical debt, but there's a bunch of people that do. And so I just think that's messed up. And I want to help people that are in those hard situations to get back on their feet, get the support that they need, help them in the application process in the meantime. So yeah, One last hurrah, butterfly stroke, and then I'm gonna go. Yeah. That stroke took me a long time to figure out how to do. Okay, 950 yards, 38 laps, 43 minutes. Let's put an end to that puppy on my watch. Let's see. And oh, it said I was doing kickboard for 50 yards, butterfly 75, I only did 50, backstroke 100 yards, breaststroke 175 yards, freestyle 500 yards. My pace, oh wow, I improved my pace from last week. It's and I did a longer distance. Last week I think it was 5 minutes 11 seconds or 5:30. Today was 4 minutes 52 seconds every 100 yards. So that's pretty good. I'm excited about that. Okay, let's get out of here.
All right. Sometimes I get a little bit dizzy swimming in the pool. Again, it's kind of not disoriented. That's not the right word, but it's just kind of a little bit dizzy. Let's see if I can. There we go. It's a little bit dizzy. I'll get this thing off. And get my glasses on, get my keys on. Let's see. So, the purpose of these YouTube videos are just to let you see that I'm a regular guy. See what kind of human I'm like, and you can understand who Nurse Brian is. I'm weird and quirky and different in some ways. Other ways, I'm just like you. I try to do right by people. I try to do no harm. I try to help people, bless them, give them the benefit of the doubt. Try to help people. I know I'm not the best at all sorts of things. I know that I can get better at all the things that I just mentioned. Like, I feel like I'm kind of a smart person, but I feel like I can get smarter. I feel like I'm a strong person. I feel like I can get stronger. Could work on humility maybe. Sometimes I can be talkative and just talk about one thing forever, and other times just completely silent and quiet, listen to people. Sometimes I like to dance and have fun, and other times I like to just chill. I like to eat good food. I will go and eat good food with anybody. I'll try most foods, probably any food. Like when I lived in Korea, I had warty sea squirt, I live squid. I had someone bought dog for me and I ate it before I knew what it was. I ate pig ears, and then of course all the delicious foods that they have over there: bulgogi, japchae, budae-jjigae, ramyeon, buchimgae, all sorts of things. Love Korean food, love Mexican food. I grew up in Las Vegas, and so I like to think that I know what good Mexican food is. I've lived in Texas for a bit. I've been to Mexico.
Well, my phone reminded me that I got to be somewhere. Anyways, I'm talking about quesabirria, tacos, al pastor, carne asada, tamales. And then you got from Honduras, baleadas. You got from El Salvador, pupusas. The tamales from El Salvador are delicious too, and the banana leaves. They're so moist and scrumptious. You know, steak, chicken, sausage, pasta, salad, quinoa, tofu, you name it. If it tastes good and like people like it and it's well made, I will like it. Curry, you know, pho, pad thai, all sorts of food. I'll try most anything. So you want to get on my good side, go eat good food with me. and even my better side, you know, take me out to lunch to get to know me. And you cover the bill, and I'll be the most grateful person ever. Of course, there's other times where I'm happy to take people out and cover the bill for them and stuff like that. So anyways, gotta go. Bye.